Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Scratching Post, so we scratch at that gaming itch. Hello once again, welcome to the channel. My name is Eback, and of course it's Saturday, and that means I can only do one thing. It's time for Silly Voices Saturday. Oh yes, yeah, that's what it is. And of course, joining me as always is the cast of Silly Voices Saturday. And I will, of course, introduce them all around the table because, of course, I wouldn't be anywhere without these people. Let's face it, I wouldn't be anywhere without these people. And yeah, it's great to have them on board.
You.
Yeah.
So let's go around the table. We have Burr.
This case is not freaking canon.
We have a Divot, who is muted. And deafened.
Okay.
There he is.
We have a Divot.
Aha! I was making sure the levels were good. Justice!
Drifting.
I was wondering why the bailiff didn't tackle me, but it's Meekings, and I'd love to see him try.
Oh, okay.
Let's finish this.
Lemming.
Objection!
Shadow.
Justice.
And
I was trying for Francesco and failed.
Finally, our special guest for today's case, Aura.
Finally, it's ready. It's complete. The weekly Uno tournament at the detention center are ready to go.
Oh Lord.
Do the robots have like a shuffle kind of feature or something?
They have
That and murdering the competition, so easy win.
They have the
When
thing.
it barks
They have the
it-
thing that Weird has, where it splits everybody into groups.
20 bucks says the ginger wins.
Okay.
I have the records and compendiums of all Uno rules ready on my systems.
but you've only got D&D 2. You've only got D&D edition 2.
Oh, ouch.
Oh my god.
All right then. So let's get back into it, and I'm just going to quickly share my screen with my colleagues so they can actually see what the flip is going on.
Does that mean we can't improvise?
Something about justice?
Something eight attorney. Everybody's
something objection, something.
Let's be honest.
Something complete.
So the chance of us actually finishing today's case is quite high. It's very significantly high.
Oh, we will.
Yeah, we will.
No doubt in my mind.
The odds are too damn high.
Too damn high. No.
Tell me the odds.
Okay. So let's get on with the show. First of all, just give me a quick checker. Burr, you ready to go? Divot, you ready to go?
I am prepared for justice.
Drifting, you ready to go?
Of course.
Okay, you ready to go?
Absolutely.
Laura, you ready to go?
Popcorn's on standby. Let's freaking go.
Lemming?
Unless I bang my head on this piece of wood on the ceiling, I'm ready to go.
and finally, Shadow.
My body is ready.
Huzzah!
Huzzah! All right,
Yay.
Huzzah!
take it away.
We may not have any evidence, but the heart doesn't lie, and neither does the hip, like we said last time.
That's it. With your special ability, we just might be able to stop him.
Read his hips.
My hips do not lie.
I'll be the
Those
judge of
sides,
that.
though.
The hips of justice.
Oh god. Your Honor, the detective has been deeply traumatized by your accusations.
Yes, well. Even before all this, I thought he was a rather odd fellow.
Fair enough. If he doesn't get counseling right away, who knows what might happen to him?
That could be a bit late.
Justice, prosecutor Blackwell, can you believe the nonsense the defense is spouting?
Hi, Joker. Nice seeing you here.
We live in a society.
You sure do.
Fulbright, I think you'd better have that counseling.
Not you too!
You've been making batty remarks ever since you were accused of being the Phantom. Such as, you're an undercover investigator and your family has been taken hostage like in the movie Taken.
I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want.
I fear you may have finally lost it.
But I thought you believe me.
Silence.
Silence! Oh, how you amuse me so!
I like how Attack's eyes closed as well, so it looks like he's laughing as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can actually see him like he
Bird
bobs
is
up and down a
so
little bit as well.
cute.
Yeah.
I love him. He's adorable.
What's going on here?
That was an excellent bit of psycho. Yes.
You could do it!
Psychological manipulation.
Huzzah!
I got it. Isn't that Simon?
I knew you would catch on, Athena.
Yeah, I just can't say it. It's fine.
Huh? Mind filling me in here?
Guess what Athena does, huh, Mr. Right? I was only pretending to believe Detective Fulbright. Because he knew I'd noticed if there was a lack of emotions like joy or even in surprise. So he gave me the chance to take a listen. And listen I did to the voice of Detective Fulbright's heart.
What? You two were working together just now?
Yep.
Now, Athena, show us what's inside Fulbright's heart.
Next thing you know, Athena's going to become an prosecutor. That's the word.
You got it. Time to check the instant replay. Widget, mon ami, let's do this.
Push button.
Beep.
You know, this little bit always sparks joy.
Yeah, I agree.
Widget.
Thank you for believing in me, Prosecutor Blackwell. I am an undercover investigator, but the Phantom was coercing me. He stole the moon rock and killed Dr. Sykes 7 years ago. I'm a bad person for cooperating with such a man. But he took my family hostage. What else could I do?
There's literally fucking nothing. Holy shit!
Exactly.
Even with all of his over-the-top expressions and gestures, he's registering no emotion at all.
It's called compensating, Phoenix. You should know about that.
It's called acting.
What do you mean?
No comment.
He wakes.
I don't
he wakes
compensate
up
on
every,
anything.
No, he wakes up every morning and he goes like, "Yes, down a size and a half." And this time I'll keep it off.
It's just like a thought, and right aligned with the Phantom's side profile. That had way too many letters that I don't want to pronounce. Detective Fulbright is like a motion proof to the Phantom.
Uh-oh.
Hey, what's going on?
Wait. Hold it. What do you think you're doing, detective?
Shenanigans.
Me? I'm not doing anything.
He's trying to hack into the Moon Matrix program. I can't do anything with it like this.
Why is it connected to a network?
Because shut up!
Fancy device you have there, but I'll tolerate no cheating, thank you.
Oh, he ate.
Ha ha ha! Sorry about that. As an undercover agent, I tend to use my secret answer without even thinking.
More like as a spy.
Thanks, Prosecutor Blackwell. There, now that you can't hack me anymore, I dare you to try hide your lack of emotions from us.
Lack of emotion? What are you talking about? Of course I have feelings. As a matter of fact, you would have been very deeply with that accusation.
What's going on? All of a sudden I'm getting an overwhelming happy reading.
Yes, but
Want to become a secret agent is
Fair enough.
that's fair.
They're probably little differences.
Huh? But he's literally crying us a river over there.
I bet he's cutting onions.
Oops, my mistake. How about this? Gah!
Yikes, no, he's angry all of a sudden?
What's he trying to pull?
I don't know.
Like as not, it would appear our friend is not completely without emotion. It's just as it says in Dr. Sykes' profile of the Phantom. The subject has a unique psychological makeup, almost no emotional fluctuation.
Oh, I get it. So he has some emotion, right?
Precisely. Which leads me to wonder why you can't sense any emotion from him at all. I believe it's most likely because he's controlling his emotions.
People can do that? Very good, Protocol Michael. You are correct. It is a result of my daily training. A very important skill for us undercover investigators, you know.
More like for spies. Seriously! But I wonder why he suddenly showed several strong emotions.
You're saying, Burr?
I just wanted to like get for spice like up.
Ah!
Wait a minute. I think I know. I sense there's a feeling you're trying to hide with your exaggerated emotions, detective.
A feeling I'm trying to hide? That's a good one.
Like all of them.
You're the ones who've been saying I'm the Phantom because I don't have any emotions. I was just trying to show you the range of deep emotions I truly possess.
Then you have no objections to me analyzing you, right? Right?
No, analyze away!
Covering his
But I
eyes.
will state it again. I am not the Phantom. And be forewarned that your analysis will have no effect.
We're not playing
Because you're
Pokemon.
about to see what an undercover agent can really do.
But surely that defeats the point of being an undercover agent. That we're not supposed to see you do things.
Me, the Phantom? No way! Oh, I'm so sad. See, I told you I have a mouth. How dare you accuse me of being someone who would kill over a moon rock? I don't regret cooperating with the Phantom, of course. But I do regret it. But I'm so glad this whole misunderstanding is cleared up now.
Wow.
As any would do, because they're going off like a
They
pilot
go
show.
everywhere.
I would argue that, I don't know, I feel like there's a constant sometimes. I don't know if this is true. We might not linger long enough to see that change, but that's my gut.
Other than the last one, he should not be.
Okay.
happy.
First of all, let's look through and see if there's emotion that stays on a particular panel. They all flash.
Yeah,
They all go on and off.
It's not that one. Nope.
No, they're all going off there.
But I think anger is like...
It's anger, I think.
No.
Anger is sticking around, though.
No, look. There's one that's even sticking around longer.
Look at there's a constant going on here right now.
Oh, the sadness. I see.
Sadness, fear, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Sadness isn't going there, it's staying.
Yeah.
I mean, we can't lose things, so even if we're wrong, it's not a big deal.
I found it.
The music stopped, so...
I found the one emotion you're truly feeling.
It's love.
What?
Hidden in the middle of that chaotic storm, I saw one emotion that never disappeared. When you talked about the moon rock, you felt a fear that wouldn't fade.
Fear? Huh.
A fear that a man with hardly any emotion feels, huh?
The fear.
I mean, it was a response to that moonrock.
Hang on a second, Lemon. I need to take a shot now.
I get that reference.
I don't.
Is it a wrestling reference?
No, it's a reference to the fear from Metal Gear Solid.
Ah.
3.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's a
3,
yeah.
right? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Detective Fulbright, I presume you feel fear concerning the moon rock because...
You failed.
No, because he might have failed, but that's not what he's important to him. His identity is important.
Ah.
I
Yeah,
th-
of course.
I mean, yes, but...
We will get a flashback explaining this.
Of course! That's it!
Enough, Woolbright! Just tell us the Phantom's true identity.
I don't know. He was very careful to hide it. He has top secret information for all kinds of corporations and countries. So, there's a number of organizations I would want him dead. If people believed I was the Phantom, I could be killed on the spot. Why, I bet even now. There are assassins lurking up high. This case is about the Phantom after all.
Corporate
What's better
assassins.
that there actually is. There actually is, I bet.
It wouldn't
Detective
surprise
Fulbright,
me.
I think I know why you feel afraid. You're afraid that the moon rock will somehow reveal your identity.
If his identity were revealed, he would be killed immediately. That's certainly enough to make even the Phantom feel afraid.
Me, afraid. I don't know what you're talking about.
So there really is something about the moon rock that will reveal his identity?
Apparently so. Wait a minute. Maybe the Phantom didn't so much steal the moon rock, but more like he had to take it with him. Because there was something on it that would reveal his true identity.
Hold it!
Where do you think you're going?
Okay, fine. I'll
It's
be
like,
back.
My
okay,
planet.
jeez.
He's like, my planet needed me. Oh, okay.
Me?
Hi, jeez.
I'm not going anywhere.
Crime is being committed somewhere. Captain Justice away.
Is it
What's
just
the signal?
is it just me, or was he trying to use that weird watch thing to try and get away?
How many more of those toys does he have? And where can I get myself some? Detective Fulbright, you will answer honestly to this court right now. Why do you feel fear in connection with the moon rock?
In justice we trust! As emotions, Mr. Lawyer! Evidence is everything. I'm the Phantom because I'm afraid. Don't make me laugh.
Ah! And what was that just now?
Murder attempt. But all human beings have hearts and experience emotions. Sometimes analyzing a case from a psychological perspective,
Got it.
nice, is the best way to find the truth. Rude.
That's 2 attempted murders.
In a courtroom.
It's all just a waste of time. All your efforts and analysis serve no purpose. And now, in this dark age of the law, nobody would believe your claim that is effective. In an era when evidence is fabricated, do you truly expect feelings to be accepted as proof?
Facts don't care about your feelings.
And where exactly is your proof that I fear the moon rock anyway?
Well, I admit I don't have any conventional proof, but I still say that examining a person's heart has its merits.
Oh, really? Then why don't you listen carefully with those special ears of yours? Listen to the voices, the hearts of the people in the gallery.
I don't like this new Fulbright. He's lost his peppy voice.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
I think it's
Does he still have a gun in that holster?
Yeah, I think so.
All I hear is
As you can see, the people are on my side. So all they see is a strange little girl using a weird little machine.
but it's not like I use analytical psychology to falsely accuse people.
nicely done.
Nice.
Uh-oh. He's got Athena doubting herself. Miss Sykes' analytical psychology has breathed new life into the courtroom. It has freed the hearts of many witnesses and has been key in getting to the truth.
What nonsense! Your Honor, the defense claim is a false one. I don't feel any kind of fear when it comes to the moon rock. I see. Very well. I will give the opinion of this court. In a trial, I don't feel that a person's emotions are quite as compelling as actual evidences.
Your Honor.
There, you see. Nobody believes you and your trumped-up charges. However, I do believe Miss Sykes' analysis. Yeah, that's the word.
Mhm.
Miss
Of course
Sykes'
it is.
analysis
Time.
can contribute to making the truth clear. I have
That's
seen her
the
do this
famous book by
firsthand
James Joyce.
several times already.
Yes, Burr?
That's this famous book by James Joyce, Analysis.
Surely you
Oh,
jest.
So does this mean you will accept my findings in this trial, Your Honor?
Yes, I believe your claim, Miss Sykes. I think there is merit in examining why the witness feels fair in regard to the moon rock. That is the court's opinion on this matter.
Then that's a win for me. No, a win for the analytical psychology.
yes.
I'm doing it!
You got
Yeah.
it.
Now, Mr. Phantom, you will tell this court the reason for your fear. Well, never mind.
Analytical psychology? My fears? Fine! I'll show you precisely why those abstract things can be considered evidence.
I don't like this.
Testimony.
My
But
fear
that
of
would-
the moon rock.
That would make
Can I
forensics.
nip to the toilet?
Of course. Justice, justice needs to answer the call of nature.
Justice, away!
Could not resist.
Oh my
Well-
lord.
It's an interlude, so you know what that means.
What time is it, Lemmy?
I don't have another can to open just yet.
I know, I'm sorry.
Also, I wanted to say, I just imagined Fulbright running with arms spread, pretending he's a plane, like justice away.
Also, that would make forensic psychology completely.
Sid's back.
Or isn't that profile? Hello.
Welcome back. Okay,
Thank you.
my fear of the moon rock. You were gonna theory cross something that went, Shadow?
No, I need to think on it more. I think
Okay.
I've got
Alright.
my things mixed up. I got my
Shadow
words
needs to think harder.
Yes.
Think.
I felt fear when I thought about the moon rock because it reminded me of the Phantom. Yes, I'm very afraid of him because he took my family hostage. What reason would the Phantom have to be afraid of the moon rock? Not at all. So the very fact that I'm afraid of the moon rock means I'm not him. In fact, I'm on the side of justice. And there you have it. Now, do you see why I'm afraid of the moon rock?
No.
Sure, you sound convincing enough. But so does any two-bit con artist. It's all meaningless in the absence of evidence.
Wait.
Ooh. Fight.
Phantom is like the mist. No flesh, no bones. My sword alone cannot cut them, right, Dono? With your deductive reasoning and the body of evidence before us, let us send this miserable phantom fellow to the other world together.
To the Shadow Realm.
The Shadow Realm indeed.
Thank you for saying what was on my mind, Shadow.
I'm going to send you to the Shadow Realm, Jimbo.
Gosh.
Screw the rules, I have green hair.
No, it was just down the street.
You and I, Prosecutor Blackwell. We have a duty to bring the Phantom down and restore the people's faith in the courts.
Indeed. By covering for Athena, I allowed the Phantom to escape. And as a prosecutor, I gave birth to the people's mistrust with my murder conviction.
I bear part of the responsibility as well for being suspected of forging evidence and losing my attorney's badge as a result.
That was not your fault, though.
Nevertheless, I went in with it. The two of us and the Phantom were there at the beginning of the dark age of the law.
It is also our burden to cut away the foul specter we created, is it not? Until all that remains is the righteousness of the court and the faith of the people.
Trust, understanding. Fragile ideas of the masses who are controlled by emotion. Humans can't truly trust each other, which is exactly why the illusion of trust is so enticing.
All right, Jordan Peterson, calm down.
Oh, yeah,
Wants
we'll see
to-
who cancels whom.
Yes. Nobody's cancelling Phoenix, right? Once two people overcome their misgivings, that's where real trust can be found. You're free to believe what you want, but trust like that is stronger than you or your lies always.
Cross-examination.
Let's
My
go.
fear of the moon rock.
Yeah, we gotta look over the evidence. Wait.
How
Impressive, I think.
the
Please.
earring is made of the moon rock, right?
Yeah.
Oh
but
yeah.
that- I
Hang
don't
on,
think
go
that's
back.
useful. Not right
Probably
now.
not yet. Probably not yet.
Like that'll be important at some point, but
Yeah, otherwise it won't be internet. Alright.
Yeah. Was that made for Athena before her mother died? I presume.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not presenting anything here, though, I doubt.
Yeah, I'm literally just looking through the evidence.
Hold on.
Yes.
Go back to Funny Fanty Bomb. Picture? No,
And the
not
picture
that
of the,
picture,
I
the
think,
other
I think the picture of the fragments.
picture. Yeah. That looks familiar.
Could it match something? That...
Se-
Oh wait,
Yeah.
yes.
7K looks like a piece of the moon rock.
Yeah, it does.
Why would the moon rock be there?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. That was surely that was.
well, maybe
was-
unless he was trying to blow up the
Unless-
evidence so they couldn't get to his identity.
Yeah, I was just drifting. I think you nailed it.
Yeah.
But why would
Too
you?
many crime shows.
What's the evidence here that's gonna help?
But still, why?
Head of the
True.
game now.
Yeah, but still, why? Why afraid of the moon rock? Why afraid of a rock that's just sitting there?
Yeah. Go, wait.
Yeah, maybe.
Can you show the container again? The moon rock container.
That's it.
Can you show the knife? Huh. Alright. I don't know.
I feel like there's something about the container, but I don't know how that's gonna fit
Yeah,
in.
Let's
Like that.
time for the right maneuver. Let's press everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Hold it.
Oh?
Time for me to shine. It only reminded you of the Phantom? Don't make me laugh. You are the Phantom.
Evidence is everything in a court of law. What did you forget? I was force tested over a silly thing like feelings. But those tactics won't work here on out. You need real evidence.
Ah, I hate to admit it, but he's right.
Also,
So-
David, can I just say I love the switch in your voice from like
Yes.
Mm.
right to serious Fulbright. Damn, so good.
Yeah. So where did the phony Phantom bomb come from? Like where? Like remind me, because it was in the trial for Juniper Woods.
Yeah.
Found it
what's
falling room.
what's to say that this is what's to say that okay? Just sake of argument, right? We know that the Hope capsule was blown up with the bomb.
Yes.
What if they collected that piece and thought, oh, this is probably part of the bomb, and put it there, and that's the only reason it's there. So the reason that it exploded is not because that was part of the bomb, but because it was part of the area where the bomb exploded, which is evidence of it trying to be removed. But again, we're still back to the why afraid of it.
Yeah, I think. Wait.
Very simple. Very simple. I think very simple. Blood could have splattered on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was about to conclude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also,
Yeah, for that statement for that.
if the moon rock has been stolen from that area, surely it's the same material as what the earring is made out of. Therefore, linking it to that, so we could link her earring to that moon rock, and then say, okay, so we stole that moon rock, so the blood on that moon rock is the same as the blood on the knife, kind of thing. So we get a chain of evidence.
I think
I'm
we'll,
not sure how we could.
Let's find out.
let's find out.
Yeah.
Yeah. It makes, no. Okay.
Your family? Like, who in your family specifically?
My cousin Roman.
Oh, I don't know. Like, maybe my lover, for example.
For example, maybe we need a more complete answer than that.
Maybe my mother, my son, or my daughter. Maybe it was all of them.
Your Honor, just convict him now. He's obviously bullshitting me even more than I
I'm so
do.
sad and worried. I miss them so
My
much.
brother in Christ, what the fuck are you talking about?
He's obviously lying.
Yeah.
If I was in the
Look how upset
gallery,
I am. Is it any wonder I follow the Phantom's orders?
Oh
if I was in the gallery, I'd be just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I
Who
mean,
the
Oh,
fuck
there we
is
go.
this guy?
This is where we have our evidence.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Statement. Perfect.
Let's see.
That'd be the knife. Yeah.
But
Does it-
what do we present?
What?
Well, the knife's only. Yeah.
Hey!
We're gonna edit it.
Yeah, that's made a knife.
Yeah.
No more music, so yay.
Detective Fulbright, I assume you know what this is?
Of course. That's the knife the Phantom used to kill Clay Terran.
That's right. And the exact same type of knife Miss Sykes used 7 years ago when she stabbed the Phantom's hand.
Oh, of course, because he would have put his hand on the thing.
Yeah.
Yes, that was discussed earlier, as I recall.
He dodged it first, so I only got this close. But I tried again.
And this time you got him, didn't you?
I did. I remember it clearly now. The knife went into the back of his hand.
Miss Sykes then stated that she remembers the culprit bleeding. It's my theory that the culprit's blood got onto the moon rock. And he's afraid that if the blood was analyzed, his true identity would be revealed. That explains why the Phantom had to remove the moon rock from the crime scene.
You mean if it ran the notice now, we know who the Phantom is? Yes, I suppose so. But unfortunately, the moon rock in question is missing.
No, it isn't.
That may be so. But I'm certain I can explain what happened to it in
Also-
great detail.
Can you actually get like a decent read from 7-year-old blood?
No, worry
You
about it.
can.
I will say, some of the forensic stuff in this case, kind of dicey.
Yeah, well, I think, depending on how blood is stored, yes, but I think 7 years ago on a rock, we probably would be able to test if it was human or not, but nothing more than, we'll probably able to test, is this blood, and then is it human or not? To get to get DNA from it, very difficult, and I don't even think PCR could spin up a good
Yeah.
full genome from it.
Oh my god, a giant rock.
Oh look, rocks.
What's in the box?
Of course! Not.
You don't actually expect us to believe that, do you? Because you don't fool me.
What this court needs is a bully-free zone.
You're not wrong.
Ah, the infamous Sword of the Beguiling Bluff. Its edge is without compare. Come now, ready it with me, and show us how finely it cuts!
Your Honor, this is an outrage! Oh, I mean, this is an outrage!
Question mark?
Ah!
I'm Ron Burgundy?
Go on, right, Dono?
Let's start with something that's been bothering me for a while. Now, the culprit supposedly removed the moon rock from the lab. But in this video of him, it's nowhere to be seen.
Right.
It's under his hat.
But there's something to consider. What if the Phantom hid the moon rock somewhere at the scene of the crime?
Good thinking, boss. Security was super tight at the Space Center back then.
And then they
Fucked up, yes.
All that, in spite of the Space Center having very strict security in these days. All personal fakes were examined thoroughly, coming or going. You couldn't even smuggle away their own leave without these checkpoints. Oh, these checkpoints.
Does this mean that the moon rocks is still somewhere in the Space Center?
In the name of justice, I proclaim that's impossible.
And why is that?
The Space Center was searched from top to bottom, especially the lab. But the moonwalk was never found.
Ah. How can I forget about that?
Sad but true fact. We still haven't a grasp on how it was done. But the Phantom made the moonrock vanish into the ether.
But there was the bomb defusal team's card, wasn't there?
There's no way it just disappeared. Logic and evidence tells us otherwise.
Well, it entered the. It definitely got into the phony Fanti, but how did the phony Fanti get out?
Mm-hmm.
Through a door. The Phantom didn't have the moon rock on him when he left the lab. Yes, a thorough police search didn't turn up anything. And it never turned up in the 7 years after that either. The Phantom made the rock disappear without physically removing it himself. But how? There must have been a way. Think, Phoenix. Think! How did the moon rock vanish from the robotics lab?
Because it was added to the Head 1 launch? Question
So-
mark?
Yes.
Can you or can you not show what happened to the moonwalk, Mr. White?
Sense.
Yes, I can, Your Honor.
That's why Clay Terra had to die.
What?
Yeah, because he brought it back.
Yeah.
Oops. Sorry. I mean, what? In that case, let's have your answer, Mr. White. How did the Phantom make the moonwalk disappear from the crime scene?
With magic.
Take that!
And hope.
That's the hope catcher, right? The one that went up with the headband rocket?
And that's also why they tried to sabotage that. They tried to kill Starbuck on that so the thing wouldn't return.
That's probably why, yeah.
Yeah.
He couldn't carry the rock out, but he couldn't leave it in the center to be found either. So there was only one safe place to stash it. The Hope Capsule. The Hope Capsule that was there at the lab that day.
Yes. And the team must have loaded it onto the Hope space probe eventually.
The one place that's devoid of justice system. Space!
Oh dear.
Well done, sir.
But if that's what happened, then the moon rock would have been launched up in space along with the rocket.
Yes.
Monstrous. It would mean that for these past 7 years, the moon rock was.
In space!
Exactly. The Phantom got rid of the moon rock in the most cosmic way he knew how. It was out there in the depths of space! Aboard the Hope space probe!
I'm just gonna say, as a way,
What?
What?
I gotta say, as a
Why are
way,
you surprised? You're the one who did it.
That was my judge.
yeah, as a way to dispose of evidence, that is the best fucking way I've ever seen. Like, just
Yeah,
put
just
it,
shoot it into
fire it
space.
into space.
Just
Like,
put it in a rocket.
that's
Yeah,
a good way, actually.
To be
Yeah,
fair,
that-
anybody
that
who's
was
seen
though.
anybody who's seen Futurama knows not to do that though.
Oh yeah.
But actually, even though the Earth's atmosphere would protect it quite well from space radiation, still that blood would deteriorate even faster.
Yeah, well.
Ace Attorney physics. Who cares? Oh, order!
This game
Order in the
barely
court!
cares about the law.
I understand now. Phantom's original scheme was to sabotage the Hat One anyway. The villain! He used his primary objective to conveniently kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Actually, that's a scientific thought for the day. How does no atmosphere affect blood samples?
The cosmic radiation fucks them up.
Oh,
Basically.
well then, yeah.
That's why.
So yeah,
Yeah.
Secondary question: would a murder in space be considered lawless?
Possibly at the moment.
I assume it would be down to which country owns the spacecraft it happened in.
Yeah, I think if you did it on the ISS space station, I think it would come down. I think it would come down to.
Probably international law.
Yeah,
International
it would,
courts.
Goddamn Interpol
probably.
agents.
yeah,
Yep, it would be down to Interpol in space.
yeah, it'd be a case of like, who did you murder? Who did you murder? Who murdered? Kind of thing, and then it's a discussion
Thanks.
between those two.
I've now got an image in my head of Lang with like a space helmet on. You know.
Yeah, but now we just know one thing.
That would be amazing.
We know one thing about space.
Chang Li says in space no one can hear you scream.
Lang Steve is playing. Is muffled but playing.
Yeah, but we know one thing about space.
What's that?
It's so cold.
Oh god.
You take this game so seriously.
What would and what were you doing, Mr. Spaceman?
Walking on the moon, obviously.
Mr. Astronaut.
Anyway, let's bring it back.
Focus.
Okay, let's
That's
go.
right.
Bring it back now, y'all.
He planned for the moon rock to be turned into cosmic dust out in space, thereby destroying the one piece of evidence that could reveal his true identity. But Mr. Starbuck and the others foiled the Phantom's plot. The Hope space probe sailed off safely on its mission and returned 7 years later. With the capsule in tow.
Ah!
If we analyze the blood on the moon rock, it should make one thing crystal clear. That it was infected to fuck by space radiation.
Yes,
And that you're the Phantom all along, Detective Fulbright.
it's fine. Forensics is cheaper.
So
It is 2027, so maybe.
7.
They have
So-
future space tech.
he killed Clay just so we could get the moon rock back?
I believe so. I also believe in 2027 anime video game moon physics.
Sounds about right.
That's right.
His original assignment may have been just to sabotage the Hat too, but at the same time, he also had to retrieve the evidence of his crime 7 years ago. That's why he went to the boarding lounge. and attacked Clay as he made his escape out of the rocket with the capsule. But in the end, it was all he could do just to escape himself. So he didn't get the capsule.
Clay must have done everything he could to stop Fulbright. He probably hung on to the capsule for all he was worth until his very last breath.
Yeah. Oh, this is so funny. You'll make me laugh. You really do.
Boy, he's totally out of whack now.
It's game over for you, Detective Fulbright. Why don't you just admit it all now?
There's nothing to omit. I'm Bobby Fulbright, undercover investigator, I tell you. Hi,
Not
I'm not
very
the Phantom.
undercover.
The blood on the rock is just another one of his schemes. A trap? Now I'm not so sure what to think. I suppose that the Phantom is a spy with his salt. The trap is not out of the question.
Objection!
But in that case, you could say anything is a trap.
It's a trap!
That's what makes a trap a trap. I've been framed into taking blame for the Phantom. Your Honor, I believe further investigation is in order.
Silence!
Silence! Further investigation. More like plotting your escape. But no more. I will bring you to justice myself if I must. Here and now.
Please don't stab him, Simon.
We just got you out of jail. Please don't.
That's what I'm really capable of.
Still doesn't have a
Die, Simon Blackwell.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
damn.
my god.
Hey.
Actually, you can't stab him now. Please stab him.
Now it's self-defense. I'm not stopping you.
Yeah, you
You-
can preach
you
that
guys-
now. It's fine. It's fine.
Also,
You guys
how are
aren't
gonna
really-
shoot Simon with your badge.
Oh,
Hold it!
Holy shit.
It looks like I made it just in time.
Edgeworth. Got a new, autopsy report, have you?
I have very good news for you, Mr. Wright. I've uncovered some very crucial facts.
No
I
doubt on the
am your
autopsy
Deus
report.
Ex Machina.
We're never
you-
letting this go.
Did you find something out about the Phantom's true identity?
You might say that. I started by looking into the first people on the scene 7 years ago.
I'm standing on Bobby Fulbright's body right now.
All three.
Just to stop him from moving.
God.
All three, an employee and 2 officers, were registered in the robot's recognition systems, but none of them looked at the least bit like Detective Fulbright.
That's not good. Now I'm just expecting to hear Fulbright just be like, "I want to get out here."
But there's
And then
more.
just shut up and stomp.
But there's more. I've yet to share my most important finding. Mr. Wright, Prosecutor Blackwell, you'd best brace yourselves.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh shit.
Oh, fuck.
The man you see there before you, Bobby Fulbright,
The one I'm standing on right now.
is already long dead.
Huh.
What?
Huh? What's that supposed to mean?
It's an
How
Identity
long
assumption.
theft.
he was standing on his head?
An unidentified body that was found a year ago has now been proven to possess Bobby Fulbright's fingerprints.
Oh.
Does this mean?
Yes,
This
That
is
man-
the plot of Captain America.
that
Winter
man,
Soldier.
that man there is an imposter pretending to be Bobby Fulbright.
You mean he
Isn't
was
it just-
among us?
I was among you the entire
Imposter?
time. And this man,
He
who in the
vented.
world is he?
He self-reported the bastard.
Look at the label. Look at the label, guys.
Ah!
Environmental storytelling.
But it is though.
I love it. I love it.
It
No,
is.
I love the passion. I love it. It's great.
Yes.
I love
That
it.
is
I
fantastic.
love you, Kay.
Like
You're great.
mechanical storytelling, whatever. Anyways.
No, it's great. I love
No,
it.
Visual-
it is
visual
environmental
storytelling, I'm pretty
It
sure
is
it's
good.
called.
It's
Don't worry
brilliant.
about it.
It's about
Oh.
to get better. Let's go. Enough of your trickery. If you will not reveal yourself to us, then I shall do it for you.
Christ.
Bloody
Ow.
hell.
What the?
Just
It's a robot.
No!
That's
His
a
face!
dead man. That's
I
a
did-
dead man right there.
I just thought for a second, it's like, you're not gonna cut his face, are you?
Aw,
And then,
look what you did to my mask.
Oh.
Oh my god, he's a Scooby-Doo
The
villain!
meaning of this witness.
Oh.
Okay, you got me. I guess I have to show
Okay,
you who I
gang,
really
it's
am
time
now.
to see. It's time to see who the real Detective Fulbright was all this time.
Old Mr. Jenkins?
Oh, man, Jenkins!
wait,
No.
what the fuck?
What?
Wait, but that's
That's right.
no.
Hello? Yep, it's me, Solomon Starbuck.
But Mr. Starbuck, but that can't be right. You can't really be the Phantom, can you?
Silence! Of course not. The real Starbuck was aboard the Hat One, for set to
Oh
be
god.
destroyed.
Are we going to have like 7 layers of mask being taken off?
Yeah, this is just another mask. I mean, didn't I tell you? I'm an undercover investigator. I can change identities at will. I can be anyone I want.
We have a changeling in the
Objection!
hood?
Not so fast. I have the Phantom site profile right here. If we compile a site profile on you and compare the results, it will prove that you're the Phantom.
Objection!
Oh god.
Tom
Just gonna have
Cruise!
7 layers
You're
of
gonna be
this.
seeing it.
It's time for me to show you the real meaning of the phrase, the end justifies the means.
Oh no!
How are you
That-
going
the
to...
voice, those words, please do not. Oh Christ.
Ow!
I
This is
cannot
reminding
accept
me of
such
that
evidence
Naruto
here,
joke.
Sykes.
Professor Meats? Mask?
I'll take what I want by any means necessary. Now, give me that evidence.
Oh no!
Hey! Huh?
Time to take out the trash. Permanently.
How could you?
You had one job, Athena.
Now do you
Shut
see
up!
how powerful the end justifies the means can be?
We have other copies.
Silence! How pathetic! You can't even speak without wearing another man's face.
Ah, but that's the life of an undercover agent for you. My real face has no meaning or value to me at all.
Or perhaps it really is the case that you don't even know who you are anymore.
Hmm?
What must you see when you look in a mirror, Mr. Phantom? Not an awful lot, I'd wager.
Well, aren't you just the master of psychology, Blackwell? That's right. I don't know who I am. I'm always living at someone else for my assignments. I don't remember what my face looks like. Or even what my personality was like. My face, memories, personality, beliefs, emotions, and soul. I left them all behind. I have no self. I am no one. I am nothing but an endless abyss.
That's
And
kinda
now it's staring
horrifying.
back. What's with this guy? Is he even still human?
And now we will resume your lesson, Professor Wright.
Oh, huh.
I believe you made this argument earlier. If you were to analyze the blood on the moon rock, you could prove that I am the Phantom.
I believe there was blood on the moon rock in that capsule. Now that we know you aren't even Bobby Fulbright, your claims of a phantom trap won't work anymore.
Then why don't you bring this moon rock in? This decisive evidence from the Hope capsule.
Don't threaten us with a good time.
I think I'll do just that. Get ready, because the Hope capsule is about to seal your...
You forgot one thing.
Fudge!
This game's rated M. Come on, let him swear.
I've got some
Let
here.
Phoenix Wright say fuck.
I've got some fudge here.
Yeah. Let Phoenix Wright say fuck.
Fine then. Fuck!
Perfect. Good.
I mean, he already said daddy, so.
So
what's
like,
it? What is it?
Don't remind me.
Let's not put those two words too close together, please.
Oh god.
That's why I didn't want us to go there.
you did this to yourself.
I'll go and get the horn. I'm gonna get the horny stick.
But
Laura is that? Yeah, there it is.
It was the courtroom bombing from the other day. The capsule was there in the courtroom as evidence and was blown to smithereens.
It looks like you finally caught on. Full marks for the defense for effort.
And a gold star.
But what a shame
don't
your
want the
hope
damn
was
gold
lost in
star.
that courtroom explosion.
so that's the real reason this courtroom was blown up. It was all for the Phantom to destroy that one piece of evidence.
Can't believe it. Have we really reached a dead end after coming all this way? Has the only evidence we have on this guy really been destroyed?
How
Strong suggestion
dare
it
you
hasn't.
continue to call me the Phantom? As I've said all along, I'm just a nameless undercover agent.
There's the thing about bombs. They don't destroy evidence. They just change its form. There's
They just
always...
scatter it.
Are you saying evidence is energy?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, cool. And the defense will continue to assert that you are the Phantom. Furthermore, we have proof. Or at least a prayer. I think I said the
I'm afraid
quiet
that
bit
won't
out
do,
loud
Mr.
there.
Wright.
At least put some weight behind your swing, right, Dono?
I know. I'm trying.
The irony
There's only
being
one
that you
thing
don't
that
need
can
weight
unmask
behind
the
the
fence.
sword.
The moon rock. But that was blown to bits in the courtroom bombing. And yet, is it really gone without a trace? I say hell no. What if some tiny part, some little fragment still exists? I mean, it does. We saw it.
Yes, and you can see the stolen moon rock there too.
That strange black and yellow thing on the left side of the picture?
It's not even charted, it's just a piece that broke off.
Very well, Mr. Wright. Let's see your proof.
Pretty well.
What evidence will finally prove the Phantom's identity?
The bomb.
Look at the bomb.
Isn't that the bomb that blew up the courtroom? And the moonwalk along with it? Are you saying that will reveal the Phantom's identity?
Yes, Your Honor. Focus your attention on this photo taken after the bombing. Specifically, right here.
Right.
The black and yellow thing, but not the metal thing, the one that's
Yeah.
wrong.
Yellow, black and yellow.
And to prove it, we have a piece of the moon rock right here. Points to a thing.
Here's one I prepared earlier.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have
There's
your
one for all you
moon rock
blue
right.
Peter
And
fans
we
out
also
there.
have that photo.
Please take a look at this newspaper article.
That one, yes. David?
This article about the hat bomb?
Apologies.
Now,
don't
please
worry.
note the strange black and yellow rock there on the left. That's the moon rock. And when we look at this photo of the bomb fragments, see how there is a rock-like object with the same coloration.
Yes, I see it.
It would seem that the moon rock was much more durable than the Phantom thought. If we take a look at the fragments that the police found, we'll likely find one with blood. And DNA testing on that blood will prove that the witness is indeed the Phantom.
Unbelievable. But that's impossible.
A surprise to be sure.
But a welcome one.
Bloody tough rock.
Damn it.
It's also a tough bloody rock.
Let's have the fragments tested straight away. Oh, and you'll be having a DNA test too. Fool Bright.
Bailiff, come to the police department immediately in order to testing.
It's not ready, waster.
I I'm sorry, Kate. I had to sneak in.
Yeah, I was. If you didn't, I was going to.
There was a rock fragment that had blood on it that appeared to be several years old.
Hmm.
DNA testing revealed.
Human.
Well, I'm sure you know full well what it revealed.
But we like to hear you say it.
Oh, but tell us just to rub it in his
They
face.
confirmed it was a witness's blood, didn't they?
There's no use trying to talk your way out of it anymore. Admit it. You are the Phantom.
Objection!
Oh dear. Oh no.
No.
Oh no. No.
That's right. Did you just raise an objection to yourself?
No, I didn't say a word.
That was my objection, Apollo.
Okay, that's fucking horrifying.
Why?
It was a pretty good objection, too. Don't you think?
I think I'm having a heart attack. I'm having a heart attack. I'm seeing double.
No, that's
Right, Apollo's dying. Help!
Someone fetch me coffee.
No! Apollo, trust me, that is going to kill you more.
I'm Apollo Justice and I'm not fine. I'm not fine.
Now he's me.
I could just imagine like Apollo looks between them and hear like alert sound.
Shoot him!
objection,
No,
no,
shoot
Mr.
him!
White.
I found the real Phoenix.
According to somebody using my face. Not really, Your Honor.
Oh, not you, Mr. Wright. I mean the witness, Mr. Wright.
Will the real Phoenix Wright please stand up?
I'm already standing up. This is the final.
Yeah, I'm already stood up as well.
Yeah, I got rid of my chair.
Yeah, me too.
Listen, I'm trying to make a reference joke here.
I know.
Well, the real Phoenix, right? Please sit down.
I refuse. Could this trial get any more insane?
This call's already gotten insane. Jesus.
Mr. Wright,
Don't
this fragment
challenge
of the rock in the
it.
photograph and those just like it. How can you be sure they're pieces of the same moon rock that was at the robotics lab?
I can prove
Crunch.
it.
Crunch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Crunch.
Even the stream is like, I can't handle this.
She can't take any more, Cam.
I've given it all she's got.
Give it a little she's got.
Because of that, I was slightly tempted to do this next line in a Scottish accent, but
just do it.
can't
Just
you
go
explain
for
what
it.
you mean?
Yes.
Well, there may have been a rock or two in the courtroom that had my have done it.
I'm going to die.
But how do you know they're not just rocks? You can't prove they're the moon rock, right?
Have to pay respects.
Don't be absurd.
I love these people.
Just compare the fragment with the rock in the newspaper article. Anybody can see they're the same. They have the exact same coloration.
So, well, the
Objection.
Phoenix Wright argues with himself.
But maybe some other rock with the same coloration happened to be in the courtroom.
It's highly unlikely a rock with such a unique appearance just happened to be here.
But you can't deny it's a possibility.
Shut up, me.
Objection!
No, you shut up, me.
Objection! Shut up, both of you. But with your with your blood was found, but your blood was found on one of the fragments.
Hello. There's nothing suspicious about my blood being on a piece of rock.
And why not?
I know it sounds like an excuse, but several years ago I tripped and fell in this very courtroom and was hurt pretty badly. Maybe it's how my blood found its way onto a piece of rubble.
Even he must realize how ridiculous that sounds.
If anybody's blood's gonna be on that rock that isn't the Phantom, it's gonna be Apollo's.
And yet, I suppose it's not completely out of the question.
I see you're starting to sweat, Mr. Wright. I thought the worst of times are when boys had to force their biggest smiles.
Stop using my words against me.
You're the last person I want to hear that from.
Again.
Well, then why don't we get those fragments analyzed? I'm having a mental breakdown. I don't know who I'm talking to. We could ask an expert to verify if they were from the moon rock in the robotics lab or not. Help me?
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that just isn't going to be possible.
Yes,
I'm
it is.
sorry, Dave.
Do that. and why not?
You know, to prove that the fragments are from what you say they are from, you need a sample of the moon rock from 7 years ago to compare it with.
Well, about
That
that.
moon rock doesn't exist anymore, and there's no sample data left either.
Uh-huh.
So you see,
Sure.
sort of going back in time, there's no way to prove that any of the fragments are from that moon rock.
Well, just as well I have a very small.
No!
Apollo, are you okay? There really is no way to prove it?
Are you ready finally to throw in the towel?
I'm ready to strangle you with one.
I was about to say I was ready to wrap around the neck.
I love that cut to Apollo and Athena, like, what the fuck?
It's like what?
So the moon rock doesn't exist anymore, huh?
That's right. It was such a valuable rock, too. A shame, really. But it's lost to us forever.
Bullshit! He's wrong. It's not completely lost. There's another piece of it right here by our side. A
Literally.
shining fragment of hope that can turn everything around. The final piece of evidence to put this phantom away for good. The defense has a piece of evidence that completely contradicts your claim.
You have what now?
I'm going to head off this a bit early. That we're getting to a very intense part. I'd like the faculty
Yeah.
to basically remain silent unless they have a voice line for the next part, please.
Understood.
I would
Sure.
I would go far as to say, you actually.
Ah. A final fragment of hope that was passed down with great love and care.
We do?
We do. Even if the person holding it hasn't realized it yet.
Is this true, Mr. White?
Pay no attention to him, Your Honor. He's just bluffing as usual.
I wonder if you'll be able to force your biggest smile when you see what I've got.
Try me.
The piece of evidence that shows the original moon rock isn't completely lost is this!
Just about the only things my mother left me with are Richard. And this earring. Maybe she did love me in her own way.
Athena, you may not know it, but your mother left you with a very important piece of evidence.
She did?
You're bluffing. You don't know anything of the kind.
Oh, but we do. Evidence that will finally corner you. Because we have a moon rock of our own.
Yeah. Oh! You mean?
Exactly. A gift Dr. Sykes left her daughter. An item Athena has cherished and worn all these years. As distant as Dr. Sykes may have seemed to her daughter, that fragment of her love will shake off the darkness of the past and give us all hope for the future! This is the fence's sample of the moon rock.
That's no sample.
This earring that Miss Sykes always wears was made from that original moon rock!
What? It was right here all along.
Can't be.
If the composition of the bomb fragments in the earring are found to be a match, then it will prove beyond a shadow of a doubt the original fragment in this photo. And since the test results showed that the blood on the fragments was yours, this means that the identity you tried so hard to hide will finally be revealed.
The identity I tried to hide? I don't have an identity to hide.
I may not have Athena's ears, but now even I can hear the fear in your voice.
Fear? I don't feel fear. I left all of my emotions behind years ago.
Objection! Every human being feels fear. You simply can't face the emotions inside you. You can't face them because you have nothing. No love, no trust.
And I suppose you do.
I didn't have anybody to support me at first either. I couldn't face the fear inside me, couldn't get over the trauma of my past.
Like I said, I don't feel fear.
Objection! Then you're just a coward for running away from yourself. When I had my doubts about Miss Sykes, I felt like I would collapse under that weight. But I wanted to trust her. And I knew I could trust Mr. Wright to uncover the truth. That's why I was able to face my suspicions without hesitation.
Running away from myself? How can I run from myself? When there's nothing inside. Nothing at all.
I know it's hard for someone as unwilling to trust others as you to understand. But people have emotions. It's just a fact of life. And so, people can be weak at times. But that's exactly why people need to trust one another. So they can gain the strength to face themselves when things are at their bleakest. Without trust in others, how can you ever hope to face your fears?
The fear inside me? Is this? No. I'm afraid. I'm scared. I feel fear.
You can't outrun yourself.
Remove that mask and unleash your emotions.
Confront your guilt head on!
With your own true face.
Face.
My own true face? No, please don't. I know you're here. Where are you? See? I haven't revealed anything yet. Honest. My own face? I don't have one. My face! My face! My face! Is this my face? Is it? Is it? No, that's not it. No! This isn't me either. Is this me? Which one is my face? What am I? Who am I? Sniper in this very courtroom. It chills me to my bones. But the police are doing everything they can to track down the sniper as we speak. What's good, Blackwell? How is Detective Fulbright? I mean, his imposter doing?
He's a lucky fellow. The bullet didn't hit any vital organs. He appears to be in no danger of dying.
Well, that was fortunate for all of us.
The analysis of the final piece of evidence that right donor submitted is in. The composition of Miss Sykes' earring and the fragment with the blood on it match. You can now be certain that it is a fragment of the moon rock in question. The murders and the bombings at the Space Center, both past and present. The bombing of courtroom number 4, and all of his other crimes, as numerous as the stars. Under suspicion of all these things, the spy known as the Phantom has been incarcerated. The prosecutor's office is now responsible for his well-being. There are still a myriad of things we wish him to tell us about, after all.
Thank you, Prosecutor Blackwell. Well, it's time to finally bring this trial to an end. But before I do, would the defendant please return to her proper place?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now then, this court finds the defendant, Athena Sykes, not guilty.
And I have formally raised the block.
Yay!
Yes.
My mouth has been just ajar for the past 3 fucking minutes.
Yeah,
Court is adjourned.
The
can I
Phantom.
quickly just
is it-
interject and say, Divot? Bravo, sir!
That was so
Yeah, that was
good.
amazing. That was so
That
good.
That
was
was incredible.
exactly why 3 minutes
Will-
of just how the
Will-
fuck have
Will-
you done that?
We'll talk about it more in the post show because that's got a very interesting fascination and origin to it all. Let's finish this
I'm
off.
looking forward to-
We're about to go into the credits of the game, and as you guys know, some characters past do appear, and I can't control when the text goes, so be ready, everyone. In fact, if you want to, Kay, would you mind handing out the script to everyone as a link so that they can be prepared?
Yeah, scroll down to the bottom. It's quite a long page.
Okay.
But it is in the bench. If
Oh
you
yeah,
need
it's
it.
basically just the Ace Tony wiki,
I don't
isn't
know
it?
if they include. Yeah, they do include the end credits. I just checked. Yes.
Okay.
We're
Yeah,
all
so
good.
if you go to
I-
that page, just for everyone here so we can do this, and do Control F to search and type in that, there's only one instance of that. It'll jump you right down to right before the credits. Everything
Alright,
after
yeah,
that
yeah.
objection is the credits. So you can see
Alright.
what's coming. You got me?
Alright.
All right, let's do this.
Yes.
No,
Let's do this, everyone.
not
Got
that
it.
And
fast.
also-
Wait. I am the slowest person in this world. Okay.
It's fine.
Hold
It-
on.
It's fine.
It's fine. You have time.
You have time.
It's all dialogue
It's,
before we get
yeah,
started.
it's your dialogue next, so we are waiting on you. You know, for this drifting. It's fine.
Can
Right.
I just do a reference before we start?
Sure.
Sure.
Mhm.
The Phantom is in jail. The galaxy is at peace.
Yes.
Yeah, we
Nice.
did it.
I have
And also, when we do
one
the
question regarding the credits, though,
yes.
because Juniper is returning in the credits, is she gonna be Laura still?
Who else do you have, Burr?
Well, because initially I was Juniper.
Yes, I know.
And then we replaced her with Laura.
Yeah, because let's have Laura take Juniper because you've got Jinxie and Cosmo.
Yes.
And also, when we do the big final objection, I don't want to limit to the characters. I want the entire cast. Let's do it.
Nice.
You'll have to count us down. You bet.
Yes,
Yeah.
I will count you down. And to be fair, the game does a good job of counting you. Well, okay, I will count you down.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. December 20, 12 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 5. Let's go!
Congratulations, Mr. Nick.
Thank you, Pearls. And thank you for being there for Athena.
It's the least I could do. But Athena was great, wasn't she? She was so strong throughout the whole trial. Daddy, I'm so glad to see you!
Drusy, you're all right? Are you hurt?
She's hugging him right now. I'm
Yeah.
fine, Daddy. I was doing magic tricks for the other hostages to keep our spirits up. Aww.
That's our girl.
Yeah.
Oh.
Were you trying to pull like keys out of your magic panties? That would have been
That's our Trucy for you. I'm really glad to see you're safe.
Oh.
I can't. Don't kick me.
I'm never letting go.
Right. I fear I owe you yet another debt of gratitude.
Edgeworth.
We never would have caught him if it wasn't for you, all of you.
Oh, come on, Edgeworth. What are you talking about? You're the ones who have been tracking the Phantom all this time. Plus, you were the ones who gave Blackpool permission to serve as a prosecutor, right?
Yes, well, we knew the Phantom was somewhere nearby. The police and I were trying to find him, but we never did manage to do so until this trial.
Well, we never would have won this trial without you. It was your help as chief prosecutor that was key to the successful conclusion. Besides, it was you that saw to it and got my attorney's badge back, wasn't it?
So you figured it out, did you?
Yeah, getting my license back went just a little too smoothly, you know? It should have been much harder after that evidence forging scandal.
Well, I owed you a few favors.
Hey, Edgeworth, think we can finally bring the Dark Age of the law to an end?
Even the darkest night turns to dawn eventually. Our sun will rise again. Besides, now that Prosecutor Blackwell has been cleared of all charges, a great deal of the mistrust towards the court system should have been swept away.
You know, you could have said that with a bigger smile, Edgeworth. It won't kill you.
I think it might.
Instead, the furrows in that brow of yours just keep getting deeper and deeper.
I have so little sleep, right? You have no idea.
He does not sleep.
So I should smile more, huh? I'll think about it.
You do that.
And a complicated love-hate relationship between lifelong rivals.
They're
I love you, right?
And I love you, Edgeworth.
I've read fanfics like this.
I think this
Who's calling my
is.
name?
I think this is Laura.
No, that's.
Oh,
No,
No, this is
It's Kay.
This is me, yeah.
It's Kay.
Athena. I'm forever in your debt. You went to all that trouble. You've been taking the bar exam while you were overseas. Which explains why you took it. You passed it so young.
Well, I knew that if I didn't get your sentence overturned fast, you'd be executed. So I studied and studied. I was frantic. I'm so glad I made it in time.
Yay!
just barely, but I still made it.
Not a girl, Athena. It's good to see you finally get your tears out.
Yes, I survived by the skin of my teeth, thanks to you.
Shame on you, Simon, for trying to throw your life away like that.
It was never my intention to just throw my life away. Some things in this world are more important than your own.
What?
My honor-bound duty to protect with my life. My mentor's most beloved treasure.
Oh my god, what a wordsmith.
Huh?
That's some loyalty. This guy really is a samurai through and through.
Sure is. Also, she's hugging him.
Yes.
Well,
Hugs all around.
Yes.
it looks like we can breathe easy now.
Yeah, once she's
Follow,
let go.
Athena. Thank you both.
Okay, fine. For the final scene.
It took us all working together to pull it off.
You bet, boss. What a team we are, huh?
It was definitely the most amazing turnabout I've ever seen.
I'm a lucky guy. My office has the best, most capable lawyers around.
Thanks, Mr. Wright. I'm gonna work extra hard to make up for all the worry I caused. Apollo Justice is fine and ready to go. Let's hear it for the Right Anything Agency.
Well, nobody's going to try harder than me, so you better watch out, Apollo.
Woo!
Simon is free thanks to Mr. Right. But there are so many more people out there who need our help.
You're right. And I'll be needing you both to help them. We still have a long way to go. Get ready, you two. We won a major victory, but the war is far from over. There are still people out there suffering under false charges who need defending. We've got a lot of work ahead of us. If we ever hope to fully bring the Dark Age of the Law to a close.
Hey, I know one thing we do have to do. We have to celebrate with a bowl of piping hot noodles.
Huh?
You heard me.
Nothing like a bowl of Eldon's noodles after a trial, all on Mr. Wright's tab. That's how it works at the Right Anything Agency. Right, Mr. Wright?
Huh?
Of course.
As boss, it's your duty to express gratitude to your people for their great work.
In that case, allow me to join in the festivities. I would greatly welcome a bowl of noodles.
Huh? Huh? Huh?
Bamboozled you.
Staying alive. Staying alive.
Stay financially stable, stay financially stable.
I have an idea, Daddy! Why don't you just invite everybody involved with the case? The more the merrier, right? Oh, Mr. Nick, look how far you've come!
How are we going to get that orca in the room?
Right, just in this case.
Just feeding the orca is going to bankrupt me.
Oh god. Okay. Who knew you grew up to be such a generous gentleman?
Guys. Under these circumstances, there's only one thing I can say.
Only if I get to join in.
Hey, no fair! I want to say it too!
Okay, here we go.
Ready, everyone? 3, 2, 1. Objection!
Action!
Ah.
All right, here we go, lads. Lasses.
Here we go.
Bum.
I was trying to think of something nice I could do for Polly now that he's back. So I decided to go around and get a bunch of jobs for him to do. Find a lost cat, install an air conditioner, give him a computer lesson, find a lost item. You think I should have found him a few legal cases? Nah, that's okay. This is the Right Anything Agency after all.
You've got to be fast.
Fucking toilet.
You know, and Apollo was so wonderful in court. I've been studying as much as I can if I want to be a judge someday. My grandma says, eat lots of peppers and they'll ignite your passion. Oh, but I should figure out which to grow. Green peppers or yellow peppers? Or maybe I should go with the hottest sun red peppers instead.
Oh, that's the sun.
I like to live dangerously sometimes.
The end of the Dark Age of the Law, you said? How naive. Don't you know it's sometimes necessary to get guilty verdict by any means possible? What? They're putting me under investigation? The chief prosecutor wants to see me? Yeah!
I've been asked to debut the great masked wrestler, Ten Mataro. Oh, what to do, what to do. A fight to finish with myself.
What's the chance Mr. People lawyer to be the...
That's not a bad
not
idea.
just do?
I bet he'd be all in. So we have to meet again, foes.
It's tricky.
Yeah.
Very quick.
They're so fast.
But you believe it? I'm Alderman of Nine Tails Valley now. Pretty impressive, eh? I took over after Rex Cuby for all the good of my beloved people. What do you say? We make a little donation help?
Hey, you! What do you think you're doing, sneaking
Ah! The jig's up! Better make a run for it!
Bye-bye.
Okay. I thought I wanted to be an artist, but after seeing the amazing job Athena did, I started becoming Mama, I'm studying for the bar exam. I'm gonna prosecute Athena someday. No, S-E-E.
You going to what?
I'm studying my buns off, too. I'm going to pass the thermocentrics exam on my own merits this time. With a score of 100 points, of course.
You, Juniper, our dream will live on forever!
I found really sweet voices for all three of them, but they won't wear them. Is this because I want to be a legal journalist instead of a lawyer or a judge? But anyways, thanks to the trial, the school newspaper's future is bright as it could be. Now, let's see what the fresh blood have to say about it in the new school paper. I had to cry so hard at graduation rehearsal on cardboard box got stuck in.
Ah.
Poor thing.
On the one night only reunion concert, a still bizarre evening of passion. The president of the student council sang like no school student I've ever heard. She's a judge in the whole house all day. I'd love to have a jamming session with her. I bet it'd be the coolest trial ever, yeah. I can already hear it now.
Give this place a good cleaning from top to bottom, but it's already a mess again. Guess the only thing I can do now is clean up the attitude of the people in this office.
Good luck with
Mr.
that.
Maya due to come here once her training is over. It simply must be done.
Humanity's dream for outer space will never die. In fact, planning for the higher tree rankings has already started. Look upon me, people of this great nation, and witness the glory of the unicosmos. What? Oh. Director, yes. Rocket preparations are fully complete. Yes. Just leave everything to me. Assistant Director Unicosmos.
Demoted.
Rightfully so.
I'm going to the moon in the new rocket. Athena or Mommy Buggers came to the moon. I would love to show them around. But which is more interesting? Multi-Spirideus or the very Tranquilitatis? You think they would like either one? Yay! Hooray! I wonder how Miss Aura is doing. I'd rather be near Miss Aura than on the moon. Oh, Miss Aura, I just want you to use me again like you used to.
Excuse me?
Okay, moving on.
Ready for launch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift off! I'm going to the moon for real this time, for me and Clay. Thanks to my lawyers, I know how I should never give up, but I'm worried. You can't breathe in space, and in fact, it's cold as heck. Oh man, now I'm getting really nervous. Ha ha ha!
In fact, it's cold as heck. In fact, it's cold as hell. Rocket Man.
Also, hell wouldn't be cold, but whatever.
No, I'm not employed here. I simply came to request their services in defense of my sister. But no one's around, and I've been kept waiting a long time. And what sort of case brings you here? Oh? Your father was accused, and you wish for Athena to defend him? Then perhaps he and I shall meet in the courtroom in the near future.
Sweats nervously.
Mm-hmm.
No, because I've read ahead. I know what's coming.
Oh yeah.
I look forward to your next month's salary assessment.
Please forgive me.
Blackwood's acquittal has brought all manner of ills to the prosecutor's office to light. It would seem solving the case has thawed the child of the winter into the warmth of spring. Now I owe Ryde yet another debt of gratitude. But I'll repay him one day, you can trust in that.
And now you don't need that page anymore.
Yeah, anime.
Yeah, it's anime cutscene, so.
Yay!
Well, what a journey.
Wait, these credits aren't skippable? Oh god.
Well, we
We don't want to anyway because we don't want to skip the cutscene. Maybe.
yeah, we don't want to get to the cutscene.
You know, you want to give people
You
credit.
have to wait.
Yeah.
It's the Marvel way.
Yeah.
The credit.
Also, I've discovered that my paid voice and my schoolbook voice are exactly the same. Oops.
I did like that though. I look forward to an accelerated evaluation.
Yes.
I'm thinking like, yeah, Mr. Edgeworth.
I did consider. I did honestly consider continuing Clonko's line with engaging sadomasochism servers, but I thought no, no, better to it. No, I'm stopping that. I'll stop it. so thank you for the moving right along.
I'm gonna miss voicing Fulbright.
Yeah.
Aww.
The fact they can't because he's dead. The original one's dead. That's the thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, Bobby's
oh my
gone.
God. You were never Bobby Fulbright all along.
Yeah.
God.
We'll never know what Bobby Fulbright really sounds.
I mean, it's fair to say, if we saw how good the Triton was at imitating people, it's fair to say he was spot on with the way Fulbright was. So.
Yeah.
So we can keep the real Bobby Fulbright. Is this what reference? Come on.
Kay and I have in our heads the idea that, like, after the trial, the actual Fulbright walks in wearing the suit top, but it's got like swimming trunks on and flip flops. Like, I'm back from my vacation, everyone. What did I miss?
Holy crap, what did I miss?
And then he's just walking into a room with people looking at him horrified. Just pure horror.
What do I hear of this about me being declared dead?
You all look like you've seen a ghost, a phantom of sorts.
It is not.
Just the image of him, shoot top and everything, and then just trunks and flip flops.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This is incidental, so I'm not gonna include it in the discussion. But
I think.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, we're almost there. Yep.
Sorry, Kay. We're going.
We'll talk about it in the actual discussion then.
Yeah.
We will come back to it.
It's just a brief sidebar. Here we go.
But now, cutscene. Shh. Sit back and enjoy.
Hey, silence for the anime cutscene. Gavel smash.
Smack it breaks.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
T-minus 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff.
You'll be fine. Just believe in yourself.
The moon's closer than you think!
Thanks, guys. I wouldn't have made it back into space if it wasn't for you.
All right.
Through the years, I've seen as much joy as heartache. Honestly, as deceit. But just as Mr. Starbuck was able to escape the harsh pull of his fears and despair, I believe that hope and friendship can lift us up towards a brighter tomorrow.
The end.
Extras.
Yeah.
We did it. We're done.
Also, this is actually quite timely because on the 2nd of September, NASA's rocket that will be taking humans back to the moon, Artemis 1, is going to go for its first unmanned flight.
There we go.
Ooh.
Yeah. Nice.
Let's go!
Now
Space.
we're gonna have a kind of brief roundtable afterwards to kind of talk about things, and maybe a surprise at the end. We'll see. We're gonna take a quick break just to kind of see if we can kind of like take a step back, fill the drink, so we can kind of just relax before the that. I'm gonna send you all over to the be right back section. We'll be right back. And actually, do you think it's worth? Do you think we should actually credit people? Shouldn't we? Do you think?
Yeah, I think we should. I think we just should credit the people for the work that they did in this.
And how about watch the credits?
Yeah, let's watch the credits.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Hold it!
Rockle, welcome back. It's a good Rockle. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome to the segment of the show where we are just going to be talking about what we've just done because we wanted to end kind of last time and then the stream on a kind of like a discussion. So yeah, that last case and also the cases, the entire game, really. For the non-Ace Attorney fans, the non-Ace Attorney players, people who've not played it before. So myself, Kay, and Divot. Which, bear in mind, I want to inform the audience that it was a long time ago we played it, so memories are a bit. I couldn't remember everything. But yeah,
I played that years ago.
what were people's thoughts about things?
It's whack, yo.
A very good summation.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I can see why, like, because I have seen some comments on Twitter that they don't like. Some people don't like the more sci-fi way it went. And I was like, I can understand why people don't like that aspect of it, but I quite enjoy it actually.
It's sci-fi, but it is grounded to a degree because it is basically showing, like, it's not like space travel is common in that universe. They clearly show that a very makeshift rocket and such. Yeah.
I feel the
Yeah.
robot part is more sci-fi.
Oh, that's true.
The space travel part is definitely very grounded,
Also,
very realistic.
Now that we're actually out
In
of
comparison.
session, I want to give a shout out to Ashley Goldie, who's in the chat, along with anyone else who's out there as well watching. We appreciate you.
We were kind of in it. We were in it for a bit there.
Yeah.
So hi, though.
Yeah.
The
She
first,
tries really hard, but Twitch is mean to her and makes things buffer a lot.
besides
But she tries.
besides the casting of Phoenix and Apollo and the characters from the previous games that were appearing in this, the first person I remember being cast was Fulbright because Divot came to both Kay and I because you had the concept of, because you knew what happened, you
I knew
wanted
the
to,
whole story. Yeah.
you
and I
wanted to have an
knew that I
opportunity.
could.
You wanted to interpret the character. You wanted to try and impersonate people's voices they gave characters.
Yeah, at
And
the
you
end
did
there,
so good.
because of the mask switching, I was like, I'm trying to do the best I can. It wasn't me trying to do Phoenix. It was me trying to do Lemming doing Phoenix.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know how well I did.
I did sense that. I was just
Yeah.
like that.
And it was like me trying to do Ebac, trying to do Means.
Means, yeah.
Trying to go through it.
Yeah.
And
It
so,
was a good.
It came through.
really
It
good.
really
It was
came
really
through. It was
great,
so
yeah.
good.
thank you. That was because I.
It was amazing.
It's like when I played that ending
so proud of
to
you.
K to test that it worked, I hate listening to that because I think it sounds crap.
No,
But
it was really good, and I'm really proud of you.
Effect is
Yeah.
just
yeah.
on point.
Beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely
So,
amazing.
for those of you who are curious the way I did that, I fired up Premiere Pro. I downloaded off YouTube just a clip of it was like a video on YouTube of every single breakdown from the game, and then I just chopped it up. I just basically did voiceover over the video for every single character, and then I individually recorded screams for every character that shows up in that rapid fire, going frame by frame to check who it was, and then cut up those screams and splice them in at the exact frame it swaps. So it's just a real quick, you know.
Yeah.
And then I just
so
played it through voice
good.
mod.
So good. So good.
Honestly, I should have picked up on the fact that it was like too fast to have been just a thing that voice mod can do. I should have picked up on the fact that it was
But it's
pre-done.
It's
Yeah,
so good. I don't care if it's pre-done. It's really good.
It's why Divot requested that I, very unusually for our show, requested everyone to be like, you know,
Just for the end.
Shut the fuck up.
All I can say is, David,
affectionately.
all I can really say on this particular subject is, you know how Phil Collins went way too hard when he did the soundtrack
Tarzan
for Tarzan? That's basically what you did for Fulbright.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And,
people, please hire Divot as a voice actor. Please.
Yes.
It's my dream job, so please do.
Hire this fucking glorious individual. And yeah, because honestly, the secret's gonna get out now. But I sort of did like on my looking through to get the general gist of how Case 5 was gonna go for the things, preparing for the stuff that I was gonna do, including like setting up the
robot.
setting up drone voice for both of those
Yeah.
robots. I did get like I get like a faint whiff and a small hint of like how it was ending and how the sort of like identities were going. And something that I put forward to Ebac in sort of private conversation as well was I was like I came forward saying basically I don't know what idea you have for it, but I can give you something for it. Basically, there's another voice mod thing going on. I just very quickly set up from one of the base settings to basically make me sound like, you know, like this jigsaw kind of effect.
Yeah.
And specifically when it got to like the last bit where he's masquerading as Phoenix, it could be just like somebody's voice is in there, but he's just wearing Phoenix's mask for some reason. And I could have just done the same thing like that.
And without telling Laura what the plan was, I basically said that we got something, you know, we have something already planned for that.
It was a good plan B.
And when you said we have something planned, I was like, okay, I now no longer. I do not need to impugn any longer. I shall let you do it then.
Yeah, because
I mean,
you wanted
thanks for having that in mind.
You wanted me to keep that on the down low so much, Divot, that whole thing.
Oh yeah, no, I had a feeling Laura had been spoiled. I think maybe Drifting got spoiled.
Drifting got spoiled on. There's something going on with Fulbright, but nothing more as far as I'm aware.
Okay.
Yeah, Drifting?
And it was like
Yeah,
I wanted.
like I was starting putting things together because basically someone was like, I trusted you, and like fans don't do that unless something fucked up happens. So
Yeah.
But I had no idea where it was
Basically,
going.
the equivalent of the image I posted in.
Yeah. I get it.
They don't do that unless something very specifically went very fucking wrong.
Methinks the lady does look at Tumblr too much.
Well, that is very much true.
Yeah.
But I'm also a moron. I forget things easily.
Yeah.
So
But yeah, I knew that I could. I knew I couldn't do that live. There was no fucking way in hell I could do that live, and I wanted it to be as it was, essentially, as close to that. Yeah, I will say it would have been louder in a way. Like my screams would have been more screamy if I didn't have to record that in a house with 3 other people. So I can't actually
worked really well.
scream.
Be proud
but-
of yourself. Come
I
on.
mean, I think that's
Yeah.
one thing I
Yes.
should be thankful for is the fact that the person who lives in the room next to me moved out 3 days ago, so it's empty.
Oh,
Nice.
Nice.
So I could be as loud as I needed to be.
huzzah.
Can I just point something out real quick, just regarding that the pre-recorded bit? The fact that there's the screaming at the end and it's Fulbright's scream, it's so good. Like, oh, when it's Fulbright's face again, it's his scream and just oh.
Yeah, I mean, it was Fulbright's face. I have to do Fulbright's
No,
scream.
I know, but like
Yeah.
the emotional fucking punch there. Come on.
Yeah, because everyone was going through every time. Everyone was being like, "Oh, Fulbright's such a good boy. He's such a good boy." And then there's Kay, Divot, and me, and I all exchanging looks, just be like,
Yeah.
Can I interject with one thing?
Yeah, but 90% of everyone saying Fulbright's such a good boy is Divot's voice acting for
Yes.
Fulbright.
Absolutely.
David, you're amazing as Fulbright.
Yeah.
Come on.
Thank you.
With your acting, you made me absolutely hate the reveal, and this is why I'm gonna now stick to that headcanon that we had that actually Fulbright wasn't dead, but was a vacation.
And on the subject of Fulbright, nobody replaces me as the best boy detective, right?
I'll fucking fight you on that one, bitch.
That's the thing, is that Fulbright served a purpose, and I feel like people kind of don't give Fulbright enough credit as a character. Because people's like, well, he's not Gumshoe. The thing is, he's not trying to be Gumshoe. He's
not trying to be. No, he's new.
That's like complaining Emma isn't Gumshoe.
Yeah.
You're comparing apples to
how dare people who
For
aren't
justice?
Gumshoe not be Gumshoe?
But
How dare they?
but people have nostalgia for Gumshoe because the trilogy and such.
Plus, he's a detective. He's also a detective, and he's a detective. And
like Kay said, the game is very much trying to be the trilogy, so I can get why people would then be like, where the fuck is Gumshoe?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's similar to the punishment that Apollo Justice, the fourth game, suffered. Because and I'm really mad at that because I really like Apollo Justice.
Apollo Justice
a
is
lot.
It's a good
probably
game.
one of the best, if not the best Ace Attorney game.
So,
just
yeah.
how it's constructed, you know.
I feel like
I
people often don't like this as much because, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's like the guy who started Ace Attorney didn't have anything to do with 4, 5, and 6, so they don't like it for that reason. And the other problem people have is because of the shift from the 2D graphic sprite stuff to 3D from 4 to 5, they don't. I think a lot of people don't realize 4, 5, 6 is another trilogy. It's not 4, then 5, 6, and maybe 7. Not everyone. Don't get me wrong.
Okay, okay. It's time.
I feel a debate coming up.
Having the popcorn.
It's not a debate. It's just I have things to say about like Shutokumi's involvement and stuff like that. Okay, so it's education time. Let's
ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Kay's Canon Corner.
Yes, we need to make that a thing. I think actually.
Yes.
Okay, just pulling out like a whiteboard and like a marker. We're gonna sit down, take notes. This is going to be on the test.
Sit down. You're gonna learn yourself something.
Yes. Okay. So we're gonna just cover the development team vaguely of the whole main series, and then briefly investigations. So first trilogy directed by Shutakumi. Apollo Justice, he was involved. I don't know exactly in what like he was assisting. He was doing at least enough to have his thumbprints on it, as it were. The next 2 games were directed by, I don't remember his first name, Yamazaki. and the last 2 games, I mean, like the Dual Destinies and Spirit of Justice. If you can, but however, if earlier, possibly concurrently, not sure, because Investigations 2 references stuff in Dual Destinies, but like, in a weird way, don't worry about it. Though I mean, as Investigation versus Apollo Justice. Anyways, Investigations, both of them were directed by Yamazaki as well, which is really interesting because if you look carefully, you can see he reuses some tropes. It's really actually fascinating, but like, and I can see why people, and like, that gets sloppier in 6 than it does in 5. That's what I'm trying to say. Like,
Right.
I can see why people don't like it. Also, I don't think it constitutes a real trilogy. That's my like.
Mhm.
That's also what I was trying to say, because like, it's not a unit. It's not a unit the way the original Ace Attorney trilogy was. You know, like, for one thing, there's the graphics change, and then for the other thing, how the story is told very much changes between Apollo Justice and Dual Destinies. And then
There's a massive.
like,
I think even we could see there was a shift between
Yeah.
Apollo Justice and Dual Destinies in terms
sure.
of.
you
Yeah.
look
Yeah, and
specifically at Phoenix.
Yes.
The change is
yeah,
clear.
and also
You know,
there's no
Yeah.
overarching theme and overarching
Exactly.
mystery.
Yeah, and it
So,
definitely feels like Apollo Justice has been dislocated from the narrative. Like
Not
there's references to
completely.
what happened. There is references to what happened in the game, but it's never an explicit kind of thing. It
Yeah,
just
they
feels
never
like
say. Yeah, so I'm gonna get into this as well, because this is a thing the fans talk about a lot. Well, I don't know about a lot, but this is a thing that is talked about in the fandom. And I'm not like super in depth in the fandom, but I like see things, and yeah. But mostly I've just done a lot of thinking, you know. But
of course.
the first 3 games, so people talk about the no spoiler rule. This is a thing that people point to, and they're like, this is why the 3D games are bad. And uh okay, because the thing here is, there is sort of a no spoiler rule. They don't directly reveal, oh, these culprits in the last game, they're not these culprits in the previous game, they're in this game, or they're referenced in this game explicitly, or they're in that game explicitly. But the point I'm trying to make is that okay, in the second game, in Just for All, it is explicitly said Von Karma has not Franziska, her father, Manfred von Karma has died, and that is a link. There's more connective tissue in the trilogy. Is my point, because there is still connective tissue, but it's all inference. You can't actually explicitly
Yeah.
make the connection. Like, they could have done this easily without actually having to actually say Christoph Gavin, but or even show his face at all. They could have said your mentor, you're falling back on your mentor's tactics, stuff like that. And it, or even Phoenix just saying he looks so much like his mentor right now. It's terrifying. Something like that. It would have, like, just the connective tissue of the 3D of the second trilogy I say in quotes, is much weaker, and that's why it's harder to work as a unit. Also because literally the guy who it doesn't involve Shitakumi in the second 2, and then also 4, I don't even know who directed Apollo Justice. It's someone who wasn't directing any of the other games. So there you go. I think that's it for Case Cannon Corner. We may return here, but that's it for now.
Is there anything else we want to mention or talk about in relation to the game, either overall the case? Yes, Bear.
I wanted to just make another shout out, because there's another character other than Captain Justice that was gluing this whole game together and became a main character in this whole thing, which is Drifting Light and her Athena.
Yes, absolutely.
It was amazing. You were amazing.
What a performance!
Yeah.
What a performance!
Great job.
Canon Athena.
Yeah,
Great.
agreed.
Great fucking job.
Yep, stellar
Yeah.
performance.
Totally, yeah.
Absolutely killing it. Give the woman an Oscar.
Yes.
No,
yes.
no. I deserve an Oscar.
Yeah.
But if you can't give her an Oscar, you can instead subscribe to her Twitch channel.
Yeah.
Stop. You're gonna make me blush, like, for real. Stop.
Never.
Yeah.
Trying to-
I just remember the thing I was going to briefly mention before we got here.
Mhm.
I feel like the entire fandom is under the impression that the Phantom just died. He did it.
No,
He's
no.
incarcerated.
He's incarcerated,
It's so
yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
They explicitly say he's not dead. He's just
Yeah,
didn't
I-
get
Also,
any,
It's
that's-
like,
fortunate for all of us that the Phantom
Yeah.
isn't dead. I fucking said that.
That's either a very good sniper or the shittiest one on the job.
Oh, he's really
Yeah.
bad. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Oh, sorry, I just got this idea that the sniper getting a phone call is like, I look forward to your next salary evaluation.
yeah.
Do you think?
God.
Do you think the
So that's where
Phantom had
Gumshoe was.
so many masks that it just couldn't penetrate?
That's why the last one flew off.
Yeah. But yeah,
Yeah,
but yeah,
I-
it seems to be a thing. Just the fandom thinks that character's dead, and like they're not. It's so weird to me. I had no idea that character was still alive. I was like staring at the dialogue and being like, wait, really? Is this a different
Yeah,
copy or something?
I
It's
mean,
weird.
I can understand with how dramatically the
Hmm.
Fulbright falls over.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it does explicitly say in the
Yeah,
dialogue that
like-
he's not dead.
Like he falls
I don't
over, and I was
know.
almost expecting like a pool of blood to come out of him,
Yeah,
but it didn't. So I was like,
Yeah.
because
okay.
this game has been like it hasn't shied away from having some pretty
Yeah.
Intense
Yeah,
moment.
Very
Yeah.
intense.
All I can really
But
say is
then-
a sniper round going through a man's chest and not hitting any vital organs means the sniper is probably pretty bad.
Yeah.
yes.
No,
Yeah.
like I said, it's either someone who like deliberately avoided every vital organ there, or he's just fucking bad at his job.
He's
Yeah,
bad,
exactly.
he's bad at his job. There
Yeah.
are a lot like I can name like a lot of vital organs in the torso, and if you manage to miss all of them, you're fucking dumb.
Um,
Sorry.
Or you're
Yeah.
doing it on
Glad-
purpose.
Well, you're doing it
I'm kind of glad that
Well, I
I
mean,
was muted.
Well, let me actually ask the resident gun expert here. Like, what's the smallest caliber you could have for a sniper rifle?
22, 22 caliber. It's the smallest rifle. Oh, it's the smallest rifle cartridge you can get. It's generally used for target practice, but it's still technically lethal or over short distances.
Yeah,
you go.
because it's probably going very, very fast when it's coming out of that
Yeah,
barrel.
22 long rifle can't penetrate bone, so you can't get a headshot and murder somebody that way unless you go through their eye. But you can hit somebody in the heart with one.
Mm-hmm.
But you were saying?
I'm just saying that I'm glad that I was muted during that part, because when Blackwell was saying the bullet didn't penetrate any vital organs, I was almost about to comment, yeah, only the brain.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yikes.
What I will say is, this is perhaps probably the most grandiose Ace Attorney main series game. I say that you say that. The thing is,
noises.
I know I hear K noises, but hear me out. I mean, the whole set piece of a destroyed courtroom, the sniper, the whole thing with the assassin,
Points at revolution in the next one.
Okay, yes, we've not got there yet.
Okay. Oh, okay. You said of all of them.
Yeah, I mean, up to this point.
Okay. Up to this point, absolutely, for sure. Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry.
Like, we go to an entirely different country in that one, so that is,
Yeah, there's no argument here that is the most grandiose episode at this point. Another thing with Yamazaki that people have noted is that he likes to raise the stakes really, really high, and you know what? He's allowed. I don't actually. People find fault with that. I don't find fault
Drama!
with that in his stuff. Yeah, I feel like it. I have my other issues with Spirit of Justice. That's not one of them.
What? Like I say, as a GM, whenever I have like my players save a character who's like having like a diamond, I'm like, what's your problem with drama?
Yeah.
Yeah. I would like to point out three things.
Mhm.
Two of them are the same. Two of them same topic. Third one is discussion open. But the two things are like, okay, actually just one thing, because next one's that's kind of spoiler. Whatever. One thing that I'm going to point out that's similar, and something that I like to headcanon on my own, is that Callisto U and the Phantom knew each other, or like were the same organization, or even the same person. I almost knocked over my lamp. There we go.
Passion
'cause,
too
like-
intense. Lamp is in danger.
Because they have the same sort of gimmick, and that's something people, and that's another like reused trope thing. But I feel it doesn't feel as egregious as some other stuff. But like specifically with Callisto U and the Phantom, I at least have the impression that that they like they're both have that same like man of many disguises. Don't know who they really are. I love that stuff, and I feel like that could have been a connection. Also, they're directed by the same person. There's literally no reason they could have referenced investigations, but that's me being bitter about investigations never being referenced in anything else. That's
I
me.
must admit, when that came up, I was thinking, are we going to get a reference to the Yatagratsu here at some point? And then it just never came.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's another one of the like things about Ace Attorney about Ace Attorney that really grinds my gears, as it were. Just like they won't reference investigations in the main series. They'll reference the main series in investigations, but
Grinds my gears, I tell
very
you.
frustrating.
Yeah, that is a shame.
Yeah. The other thing I wanted to point out, did y'all notice the foreshadowing in Fulbright's design? Holy fuck!
No, I'm down.
Elaborate.
Looking back, it's like, how did we not know this guy was a bad guy? Right?
No,
No, I didn't. I think the only thing that I would have found weird now, like only when I started noticing it, is his constant touching of his eyes. Like every time he changes emotion, you cannot see his eyes.
Yeah, he's doing it deliberately because he's overthinking it before he's switching to the other emotion.
Yeah, that's the thing. And when I started noticing it, I was like, huh, that's quite interesting. But any other like reveal? Nah.
yeah. The only visual thing. No, for me, it was always injustice. We trust the whole aspect.
Yeah.
I must admit that was quite close. I was just like,
Yeah, but like if you look at his visual design now knowing almost everything is sinister. Like the gloves, the sunglasses, like these are cues that we use. Like and then the hair as well. If when he flops his head forward, it looks like horns.
Mm.
Yeah. Also, okay.
I mean,
yeah,
a little.
Like it's got the shape. It's the thing. Like not perfect analogy, but you know what I mean. Like there's a lot going on with his design and how he emotes. That if you look back, you're like, huh.
Definitely the way definitely in the way he emotes. When you see it a second time, you're like, ha, I see, because it's very dramatic.
Yeah.
And a lot of when he switches emotions, he covers his face and his eyes.
Yeah.
And it's just like that's really good.
He is. Also, fun fact. I learned this very recently, but this game and Frozen came out the same year. This is relevant because they both have the same sort of. They have. I think my friend phrased it as like ginger twist villain who is a puppy dog man before being a twist.
that is true though.
Oh my god! Wow.
Sorry, I just looked at the bench and that broke me.
Yeah. Bobby Fulbright is much better as a villain, as a character. But still, I would argue that in hindsight, yes, but I'm looking now at all kinds of pictures of Bobby Fulbright, and I can't see anything that would forewarn me.
Okay, yeah, maybe. Yeah.
I will just say though, does that mean that all the lawyers at the end were just telling him to let it go?
Oh gosh.
Is there anything else anyone wants to bring up before we move into the final phase of today's show?
Well, yes, I do have a thing that I would like some people to voice that was promised to me a week ago and didn't happen then.
Oh.
Oh, you'll have to find that again.
Repost it and we'll do that. Here we go. Here we go.
Cherries on top.
So this is a meme that Drifting has requested that we replicate. So here we go.
Can you get it on screen?
It's in the
bench chat.
You can't see it in the bench.
Yeah, it's quite difficult to put. I don't want to exactly put the Discord up on there.
Okay.
You can save it, put it up.
My computer, I don't trust it not to crash. If I'm honest,
Fair enough.
That's fair.
You'll just have to listen.
Use your imagination.
Or search out for yourself. Mr. Wright has called up all manner of witnesses to the stand over the years, so why not a robot? Nothing surprises me anymore with him.
All right. Did we tell you about the orca yet?
The what?
Before you ask, that's not a reference to me.
Thank you very much. This makes me very happy.
Clip that, rip the audio. Let's go.
Also, I've never noticed, thanks to that meme, as well, that Edgeworth, when he removes his glasses, he actually does put them in on his pocket. I never realized that.
He does.
That is
Yes. That is, yeah.
That's neat.
It's because it's usually covered by the thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
nice.
But thanks. I've been wanting that for like 2 weeks.
No, it's just absolutely fine.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I felt really bad last week after I realized, oh wait, we didn't do the thing.
I mean, we were gonna, this roundtable is the perfect opportunity for that kind of stuff.
And then like the telltale thing popped up of drifting. Remember?
like-
Yeah.
Drifting,
we were like-
Drifting
we were like-
remembered that.
Yes.
They were like, oh, we didn't do the thing. Fuck.
Now, we're not gonna. Yes.
Just
Do you want
not
to?
really related.
Do you want to say it
Not
and talk
really.
about this?
It's a different thing first, but I'm just
Okay.
gonna throw up the fact that I haven't really had much of a chance to see like the final cases of all the other series that we've gone through so far, and just one thing that I want to bring up is just like I've seen now how grandiose and how deep and how like fully emotionally charged these games can go. Like the
Oh yes.
I know about examples in like previous games, like for the very first one, obviously,
Yeah.
obviously for obvious reasons.
Turn back
Turn around goodbyes. Yeah. I didn't really see it coming up in this one, and like I said, I didn't get the chance to see the last case of Apologists all the way through when you did it. Nor for Ace Attorney Investigations. I haven't really seen the highlights for it. But this is where I've truly understood like how deeply emotionally charged these things can go, and I've got to throw it to every single person who did a voice in this one, because I think you've just helped elevate that and make me like fully understand it. Like, by God, drifting, you made me cry almost like so many times during this final case.
Honestly,
Um,
that coming from you means a lot to me, because you as Aura almost made me
Oh
cry.
my god,
so-
yeah, you pulled
Yeah.
you definitely pulled tears from me the last session. Just
I keep looking back on that clip and I'm like, oh, I'm so proud of that, actually.
so you should be.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I was honestly
So,
kind of trying to like channel that for some of Athena's lines in this.
Yeah, you were definitely able to bring out like the darker and definitely more emotional side of just Athena, just perfectly. Kay with Simon, making him feel like a bit more like a bit more human, like those lasting bits. You know, our like Simon and Aura's bit at the end. And so I was like, oh my god, that was just that was perfect. And something just and again, it's just something about Divot just reverting back to just an ordinary Divot voice, or what sounds like that for when Fulbright is not emotional
There was
or
still a
not
little
trying to put on his persona.
but-
It's
but
a
like-
tiny bit, but it's definitely
Bird, it is cursed. I've seen that before, and it's going to haunt my nightmares.
Oh god! Oh, no.
Oh, why?
Why must you inflict this upon me yet again?
Yes, officer, he's the one.
For the people watching on the stream right now, I'm just looking at two cryptids right now.
Basically, yes.
Somebody's
Get
face
rid of it.
swapped.
They've swapped the eyes of Bobby Fulbright and Simon Blackwell, and it is
Eyes and
it's
mouth.
my sleep paralysis demon.
It's the whole face. It's the whole face.
Whole face.
Uh,
Where have my
but
mod
yeah.
powers gone? I cannot even use this for your best.
Spoiler warning next time. TWs.
Oh dear.
But but generally that's just the point that I want to just basically bring up. Like, thanks to you lot putting in what you've put in for your characters, especially in this final case. I've come to like fully appreciate how fully charged and like engaging these stories in these games are.
Because they were only released on the DS. I feel a lot of people overlook a lot of these games, and I think they are really interesting games. And I do think that, as I say a lot, the more I think about it, the more it makes sense that these games be played with a group of people, not just individual.
Yes.
And that if anything, doing this show has proved to me that is how it should be done.
Hell yeah.
Like I've said it before, and now I'll say it, and it'll actually be on record. I don't like playing these games by myself. I need this specific group for me personally to enjoy what the game is all about. Because when I play it alone, I'm about to strangle everyone in this conversation game because I don't know what the game wants from me.
Honestly, I don't. I'm fairly smart, but I have the common sense for Brick. So I need to be with other people who are like, no, Shadow, that's no.
Yeah.
I know the feel.
There are a few jumps in logic here and there, but I think it held itself together overall. So.
All in all, it's not better. It's still better than 90s point-and-click adventure games.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Which it is actually directly inspired by.
Sure, very much so.
In the investigation segments.
Wait, so you mean the entire thing with the moon rock was moon logic?
Shadow. Someone give her a warning. I
No warning. I approve.
No warning.
You are overruled, Drifting.
Well, the thing was, I just think that I'm offended because I just realised it myself, Drifting.
But no.
That's a thing.
Is there anything else people want to bring up before we move on?
Just an eye opener. Thanks for this.
Yeah.
Very welcome.
Of course. Very welcome.
I love this group.
I have a small announcement.
Oh, you just okay, go
on. I think Ebak and Kay might know. Ebak definitely knows.
Mm-hmm.
But I am laying down the gavel. I shall no longer be voicing the judge. That was my last game as Judgy Boy. Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
Well, don't worry.
I'm not leaving, but I'm still going to be here and playing the games with you.
No.
I am just no longer voicing the judge.
You're putting down the gavel, but you're still in the room.
I'm still here. Yes, I know.
That leads me on.
That was it. That was his final gavel. When it said, "This is my final gavel," it just literally just shattered right there.
And I think it's an appropriate time to say that Ms. Laura Petal has stated that she wishes to remain as part of this group going forward.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Let's go.
We welcome you with open arms.
Hey, what's up? It's me.
So
you're not gonna get rid of me that easily. I'm Laura. I'm here. How you doing?
And with that, I think it's important for us to announce that we're not here next week. We've got several people away, so we're not gonna be here next week.
We're missing like 3 people next week.
Yeah, so there's no point carrying on.
I'm at a convention and
I'm having dental surgery. Well, I might be able to speak, but my mouth is going to be
Not recommended.
Yes.
No.
I'm going to an anime con, and I will be taking all the Ace Attorney pictures I can.
Woo!
And I'm jealous as shit.
Be sure to promote us. Be sure to promote us.
Yeah. That does remind me. After stream, someone's gonna have to not have to. But I would like to enlist someone's help in helping me make business cards.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right. We'll look into that. Now does it mean that doesn't mean it's the end of the stream, because as you saw at the end of the credits that we rolled, the next project, and given there's half an hour left of the show, there is half an hour left of the show. Yeah.
I don't know how time works. That's me.
Time? What's that?
I figured
time is a social construct.
I come out of
Maybe
stream
time is
in